Welcome to ỌBÁTIDÉ. I am Esther Sholari. So, in one of the previous episodes, someone sent me a question to say, I didn't talk about how I got my confirmation, if I prayed, if truly, how I got to know if truly, how I got to know that Oba is the one for me. Okay, so we'll start from there. How did I get my confirmation? Let me backtrack a little. So I remember 2016, early 2016. There was this particular guy that came into my space. He's someone I have known before, someone I have crushed on before, and even wished I was going to marry, but he wasn't looking at my direction, so I just fashion him. So he came around January, this person came around January 2016, and it was looking like that was it, that he got a job in Lagos, and he was just all over me. We'll talk for hours, hours like that. Like I was always focused on him. And one day I'm like, okay, so what's up? We talk every day. Where is this headed? Where are we going to? And he's like, let's just enjoy. Like, enjoy, kitty, come on, God forbid bad thing. And I was on his neck, and he was like, he doesn't have an issue having a pseudo relationship. He's not ready to be in a relationship. No, not that he's not ready, but he's still praying. I'm like, okay, so how many are we on your list? And he said, I'm like, 3. I'm like, okay, so I needed to get a confirmation from God. Just pray this through. Don't just do this emotional wasting thing, because I had told myself I was going to be, if I'm single, I am single. If I'm married, I am married. I'm not going to be in between. I'm not going to be single. I'm not going to be in a relationship that looks like I am single. I'm not. It's just that kind of thing. So I needed him to just sort it out. And this guy didn't want to do it, because of course I was giving him every courtship privilege. I was talking to him like almost every time, gisting and all of that. So he liked it, and I'm like, no way, bro, you're gonna define this thing. So eventually he sought the face of God, and he came back to say, sorry, Esther, it's not you. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what? No big deal. It's fine, really. No, it's not an issue. It's cool. And I got home and I was crying. Like, so that happened around April, right? And so I've been praying. I have been praying on my own. Like, God, wherever the person is, let him come, let him speak, let him this, let him that, let him that. And there was a particular guy too before that one that was looking like legit, and I remember praying about that one, and the Lord said, you can't ask me for bread and I'll give you stone. So this is stone. I'm like, okay. So after those 2 episodes, it was like, God, what's up? And I was just praying. Like, I was practically praying all through. And it happened that, okay, so you now know the story of how Larry came into the picture. So when he came into the picture, the truth is I had been praying. And there were things I wanted in a man. There were things I knew God wanted for me. I wanted someone that loved God, someone that loves me, someone that fears God, someone that respects me. Those are the 4 major things I wanted. Then every other thing. So as he came and we started gisting and talking, I was praying. This kind of thing, like, hey, you're chatting with someone, you're speaking in talks, like, Lord, reveal this person to me. Who is this person to me? And I remember one of those days I was praying and the Lord said, you asked me for bread. This is bread. I'm like, it's a married something. So that was it for me. So it was not a case of when are we going to see. I said we met online. We had not seen in person. So the day we met, I was asking him questions. Lots of questions. Because even though I felt like, okay, this is the way to go, I still needed to be sure that this was really it. Now, funny thing, he had not even asked me out as that when I knew in my spirit that this was the person I was supposed to marry. Like, it's just a knowing. See, I am a son. Jesus, I'm a child of God. So God will not hide from you that which will benefit your life. He won't hide it from you. He would tell you, he would show you. Do you understand? So I know how God speaks to me. I had prayed, I had peace, like this deep seated. Even till today, I still have peace, and I know till I die on this matter, I would continue to have peace, because it was very deep seated, and it is still very deep seated for me. So I had peace, and that word was very intense for me. Like, you asked for bread, I have given you bread. So I'm like, okay. And beyond that, I have to also check for the fruits, because you can be praying for something, you see it, you also need to be sure, verify. How is this guy? How is this guy spiritually? How is this guy emotionally? How does this guy? How is this guy's response to challenges and all? So the day we met, the first time we met, that was the first time he asked me out. He said he wasn't going to ask me out over the phone, because I asked him, I said, bro, how far, what's up? We've been talking for like a month. What's gonna happen? When are we gonna see? When are we gonna talk? As far as I was concerned, I wasn't ready for any studio relationship crap. I wasn't ready for any situationship. I wasn't ready for any complicated. You're either in or out. So, and he was like, he has to see me in person before saying anything. I'm like, okay, fine, cool. So the day we met, that was the day he asked me out, and I was asking questions. When do you intend getting married? Why do you want to marry me? What makes you? Yeah. Because the essence of the relationship was for us to get married. So it was like, it's why do you want to get into this relationship? Why do you want to marry me? What is it? What's your plan? What's your goal? Am I saying people should ask all of those questions at the first date? Yes and no. The most important thing is you're not doing anybody a favor by dating them, and they are not doing you a favor. So get into it with your eye, use your Google like that. Is it Google or Google? Shall use something. So that was it. So I hope that answers the question for you. So now we are going into today's so the topics I have for today. I want to talk about accommodation. Accommodation is one thing many people look out for. And to start with this accommodation gist, let me say this. So I was in a certain place one day, and someone said, if you're a man and if you're 25 and above as a man and you're still living in your parents' house, you are irresponsible. I found that statement very irresponsible, sincerely, because there are men that are 30 years and above that are used, no, they're not useless, but they are 30 years and above and they are not responsible. So responsibility is not a function of where you live, it's a function of who you are, it's a function of your ability to respond. It's a function of your ability to respond to challenges. So I said all of that to say Larry was living with his parents as when we were cutting, and that was absolutely fine. It even helped us because Kanye did not come and kill us. Why? He was with his parents. So if I want to see him, daddy is at home, mommy is at home. So you cannot come and mess up. How can you remove your clothes when there are adults in the house? So you respect yourself. Do you understand? So I believe that as long as you're taking responsibility in the house, you are meeting the financial needs of the home, you are fine. I don't believe that every man, every guy must get an apartment because he wants to show he's responsible. Save up your money. Save it. Stop wasting your money on apartments. Except if, okay, because of where you work, you need a new place, because um you want to work on yourself in a certain way, whatever, but let there be a legit reason. Let's not just be like, I'm a man now, one kilo bali. You just waste that money. Do you understand? So he was still living with his parents, which I absolutely respect and love, because it shows he's a very focused man. Oba, I'm swallowing for you from here. So, and when it was time for us to get married, we felt it was necessary to get an apartment early. Many people like to get an apartment like a month to the wedding or weeks to the wedding. I don't think that is cool. I think to save yourself stress, get your apartment way before wedding dates. So for us, we got our apartment. I think in July. Yes, so by then we had done the introduction. We had known we were going to get married in December, and we decided to fix July. So assuming we were to get married in September, most likely would have searched for an apartment or got an apartment in maybe May. So have June, July, August, September. We still have enough time. So the leverage having enough time gave us was that we're able to really check around for what you wanted. Now the question is, what do you want? What type of home would you like to start your family in? What is your financial capacity? I mean, the both of you. What is the financial strength of both parties? How do you want your home to run? Do you understand? So that will determine the kind of house you look for. Is it a self-contained? Is it one room? Is it two rooms? Is it three rooms? Is it a duplex? Is it a mini? No, whatever. What do you want? So that helps you streamline your options. Um, for us, it's one thing that was particular was the kind of environment our children would live in. Okay, because that's not something you just come and be growing up and down like that. So it was an important criteria. Now beyond that, prayers. If you want to get an apartment, you need to pray. Why do you need to pray? There are spiritual dimensions to where you live, right? Like I said, where you live determines the kind of experience you would have. If you live around people who fight every day, it's going to take a toll on you. If you live around people who don't take care of their children, it's going to take a toll on you. So you have to be mindful of where you want to live. And you have to pray about it. So let me share my own experience. So I wanted to get to a particular place. This was an old house, but it was fine. It was upstairs. But it was fine, and it was looking like, okay, let's do this. I mean, we've checked many places, but this looked like, it was looking more like it. And but it had comma. The comma was, now, by the way, there's no perfect house. So I'm telling you, especially in this Lagos. Oh, well, as you are seeing one and you are saying this one, you see another one, you see that you get issues. So, but this one, we noticed that it was the house is situated at a T junction where three footpaths meet. And the entrance of the house is exactly where the T junction starts. Meaning that, and you know the way it is in some of these areas, so it's not a tushed, like it's tushed, but not that lecky kind of, tushed. It's not that Abroadian tushed, but it's okay. It is for starters. It's such that they can put sacrifices there, and I was like, this place is the exact place to put a sacrifice. Meaning that you wake up in the morning, you're going out, you open the gate of your house, and you most likely would stumble on a sacrifice. And it was like, but this house is fine. It has everything. I mean, it is really what you want. Is this really going to be an issue? And we were praying. And that very day, I went to check the house. We're praying as we're there. So when we were coming back, we wanted to go to his parents' place. Now, on the road of his parents' place, there's a particular house that is also by the T junction. The entrance to the house is not exactly where the T junction meets, but the fence is there, like you can see it. And as we were coming that day, I just noticed that there was sacrifice, that a sacrifice had been placed there. I mean, I have dated this guy for 3 years. I have never ever seen a sacrifice in that place. As I saw that sacrifice, I'm like, OMG. No way. We are not using the house. And he looked at me like, why did you say that? You see that thing? That is my confirmation that we are not using that house. And that was it. We knew God was telling us not to use the house because there was no way that could have been a coincidence. It was too apt. Like, when you're concerned about something, you just say, I'm like, killed it. Did you guys know we were coming today? So that was how God just steered us clear of that place. So the truth is this: choose your battles. I would always say it. There is no point living in a house where you'll be casting and binding when you can live in a house where there is peace. There's no point staying in a house where the demonic influence there is so high. Do you understand? So be spiritually sensitive, be discerning in your choice of a house. I hope that blessed you. Now, let me move to another part of discernment that worked for me. So if you're getting married or you're a single, married, whatever, you need to have a very strong relationship with God. Legit. So I wanted to rent a wedding gown because before now the wedding gowns I was seeing were 150, 200, like the ones I really like 150. I'm like, what's up? I think I need to go and rent. So for renting, you could see renting of I think 35 and above. So there is this place where, funny enough, I know someone that has rented from there, and the wedding went well, everything was okay. And it turned out that I got there, I think November or so, to see, okay, so I want to rent a gown, blah blah blah, and they didn't really have so many options because I wanted a mermaid gown and because I'm a plus size, I'm size 16. So at the end of the day, it was only one gown that was my size, but I had an issue with the cleavage. So that's the thing: don't just wear anything. Wear what to make you comfortable. Not that you be dancing like this, your boobs will be push push. Sister in the Lord, if you've not worn that type of clothes in your life, don't wear it on your wedding day. Don't say in cotton in here. Market you have not finished. You can go to the market to get something better. Okay, so there was something a little revealing about the chest area. I didn't really like it, but every other thing was fine. And I had paid a deposit for it, but I noticed that there was an unsettling feeling I had about it. Anytime I think about my wedding gown, I was like, well, I don't have a choice. I have to rent. I can't buy a gown of 150. So this is what we'll have to use. So I just, no, voila, we'll be fine. We'll use it. You know, it now happened that I fell sick from that day. I mean, the day I went to the bridal house to test that gown, I fell sick. I mean, I had been very fine all day, very fine previously, but as I wore that gown and I got home, as I wore that gown and I left that place, I started feeling feverish. And I was just like, what's up? And I was so sick. I have never been that sick in my life. I was sick for like a week. Yes, it was that bad. Like I couldn't even really walk. And so that episode passed, and I was still on the journey of, okay, so yeah, I've already paid the deposit for my wedding now. And one day I was just talking with Larry, and we're like, oh, we need to be sensitive and discerning, we need to pray. And we're just praying that day, and the picture just flashed across my mind, like, Esther, are you aware that you fell sick the very day you wore that wedding gown? I'm like, oh my god, that's so true. I mean, I fell sick without the warning. Like, I just legit, like that. Okay. No wonder I've been having an unsettling feeling about it. And I just said, you know what? I'm not doing this wedding gown again. And I called them. What's up? I'm not interested in wedding gown, blah, 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 blah. I didn't give them details anyway. I just thought I was interested. And they were like, oh, they don't do refunds. Oh, you don't do refunds? Okay, but is there anything you sell that I can get for that amount? And we're like, yes. And I said, okay, give me. And I bought earrings, bag. That was it. And I carried my money, went to a co-market, and I bought my wedding gown. And as I got there was one particular one that they gave me that was tight. As in, they couldn't even do the zip. They said, "Boy, she marrying, yeah. Be wedding gown. She marry. Oh, put up a fit." I said, I cannot even breathe. I was like this. I said, no way, man. I know what I want. I want a wedding gown that I can dance. I want a wedding gown that I can sit. I want a wedding gown that I'll be free in. It will be fitted, but I'll still be free. I have to be free in it. And I told them I wasn't buying that one. So I went to another place. And as I saw the gown I eventually wore for my wedding, I knew that this is it. This is the gown they have been talking about in the volume of the books. So I wore it, perfect fit, and I paid for it. What am I trying to pass across? Be discerning. Don't just do, oh, I just like the clothes and just wear. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Be discerning. It's very important. Don't be carried away. Only God knows what God was trying to prevent by ensuring I didn't get that rented gown. I am not trying to say renting a gown is bad. I know someone that rented a gown and nothing happened to her. She was fine. She didn't feel any restraint in her spirit. She's also a very spiritual person, so it was fine. But for me, it wasn't. And I had to be discerning enough to know what God was saying. So what is God saying to you pertaining every aspect of your life? Now, the other thing, not discernment, but still on this cloth matter, is Oga's suit. So he gave the person that did his agbada suit to sew for him. He was like, he didn't want to go to the market to buy a ready-made suit. That the guy said he can do suit. He has never done suit with him before. So that brings us another thing. Don't use someone you have not used before, or try your best to use people you have used before. Don't use the makeup artist you've not used before. Don't go and give your clothes to a tailor you've not given clothes to before. You cannot cry. Mazusta. Do you understand? So my personal opinion, you don't need to take it. Also, the guy did the suit for him. When Oga wore the suit, I'm so sorry for laughing. It was not fine. That's the summary. Not that it was not fine. It was okay. I mean, the jacket was fine, the trouser was fine. It is the Shebeda has the suit Congo that it just looked awkward. It lacked a finesse. It lacked this fit. It just didn't look. It didn't look. There's when you wear suit to look like. You understand? He didn't look that way, and I'm like, sweetheart, get yourself a new suit. Go to the market and buy a suit. And this is the Naira and Kobo we are talking about. But I said, wear what will make you happy. I said, how would you feel if you look at your wedding pictures and you don't like the way you look? And he was like, man, I'll feel bad. So if you know you would feel bad, don't wear something that would make you feel bad. Go the extra mile and do what you know is right. And that was how he just said, okay. And he went to the market. Guess where he went to buy suits? Ikeja. For those who stay in Lagos, you know where Ikeja is. And he got his suit. Fine, better, as in, cute guy. So do you understand? Now this is where you need to know how to spend money where necessary. Because for us, I needed him to be happy. We needed to be happy on our wedding day. So we need to ensure that everything that will make us happy was in place. And looking good was part of it. I said, do you wear a type of suit on your normal day? He said no. So why wear it on your wedding day? Do you understand? Now, the last thing I want to talk about, don't buy don't buy things because of where you are. Buy things because of where you're going to. Don't say, shebi, we're just starting, let me buy stuff. Except if that's what you want to be using. Take your time. Take your time to buy your things. If you Oga wanted to buy one small burner, I said don't buy burner, buy gas cooker. Buy gas cooker. Let's take our time and buy our gas cooker. If you don't have your setting, it's fine. Don't say, ẹ ṣá kàn bá mi ṣe, ẹ kàn ṣe only 40,000 for you. Don't waste money like that. Instead, save that 40K, add to it, get yourself a good setting. A setting that in the next 5 years you still like. The truth is, household things are not things you just change. You just change like that. No. Household things are things you should have in the house at least for a while, maybe 5 years, 6 years, depending on how boxed up you have to change your stuff. So for your chairs, your fridge, your gas cooker, take your time. Do you understand? There are some things that you can just buy small, then later you buy a bigger version. But the point is, don't allow your bachelor mentality make you buy small things for everything. Don't go and buy a tiny fridge that in the next 2 years it will be rendered useless. Take your time, buy yourself a good fridge. So that's the advantage of getting your apartment early enough. When you get your apartment early enough, you can start, putting things inside little by little. One other thing is, I said one other thing last therapy. One other thing again is, have money set aside to stock up the house. Then the remaining money for the wedding. Wedding is just a day. Your house is more important. If you need a good mattress, save up money for a good mattress. If you want to sleep on the mat the night of your wedding, well, now you know. But if you don't want to sleep on the mat, get yourself a good mattress. So I hope you are blessed. I hope you learned something. Please engage me now and tell me, am I making sense? Let me know. I love you guys. Do well to follow me on Instagram at Diary of a Single Lady Official. And if you want to book a professional counseling session with me, do well to send an email to the email address showing up on your screen. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful, fabulous, exciting day. Bye.